Make sure the audio is set. Yes, it is. And yes, it is. We're good. Alright, and yes, we should be live. But let me double check that. We are... So, I'm assuming we're going to be live, so... we might actually end up doing something other than what the stream says today. We'll see. I do have a guest scheduled to come on. He might be having issues coming on, so if it happens a little late, what we'll do is... Well, I'm going to be streaming a game in the meantime anyways, so... In the event that he doesn't come on... yeah. We'll just play the game a little bit and probably... Ooh, wait. Hold on. Let me check my message here. Sorry, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, he's ready. Alright, well, I'll just start the audio call. Hey, Oros, how are you doing today? Can you hear me, Oros? I cannot hear you. Let me fix that. So I'm just going to do that. And then we should... Alright, now try saying something.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep. It just had the audio set up to the wrong thing for the speaker, so we're good.
Okay. Sorry for being a little late.
Yeah, that's okay. So, yeah, that's alright. So today we've got something a little bit different. We've got some more High Republic adventures, because of course we do.
Wasn't it supposed to end?
It was, but then they decided, let's do another one for reasons.
Well, it is their money, and more money for you when people watch your videos.
Yes. So I will say this, before we actually get into reading this comic. This is not written by one of the major names that we are very familiar with. So it's not written by Daniel Jose Older or Cavan Scott. It's actually written by George Mann, who... The big thing that, if I remember correctly, he was involved in that we covered High Republic-wise was the Fear of the Jedi comic series.
So there is a chance that it is not horrible?
Yeah, so despite the name not really making much sense, Fear of the Jedi, it is at least, he did at least write one of the very few decent-ish High Republic comics. So...
Let me correct you a little bit there, because in the High Republic you have to fear the Jedi.
You have to fear the Jedi, but fear of... As in anyways, yeah, but what it was actually referring to is stuff that makes the Jedi afraid, basically.
Yeah, but we both know what it truly means.
Yeah. Aristocrat Cthulhu says, I blame you personally for this thing's existence, Ace. Clickbait. Well, it turns out it's not actually clickbait. Aristocrat Cthulhu says, I wonder why the guest is having issues coming on for this one. Also, I. Paul Schlock says, Dark Horse never disappoints. Well, they were involved in some other High Republic stuff, so they have disappointed a little bit with some of the other stuff. Somehow the High Republic returned. Tragically, yes. So yeah, Star Wars The High Republic Adventures, Pathfinders. New Jedi, new mysteries, new thrills. Oh joy. Alright, let's see how many... And this is going to be a 6-parter, apparently. So let's see how many people had to read the plot of this comic before it became publicly available. So we have George Mann, the letterer. The writer, sorry. We have 2 letterers, Tyler Smith and Bobby Bradford. So that's 3 people there. A senior editor, 4. An assistant editor, 5. Another editor, 6. Another senior editor, 7. And then the Lucasfilm story group, which is 3 more for 8, 9, and 10. So at bare minimum, 10 people had to read the plot of this comic before it became publicly available.
I want to ask, why so many editors? Shouldn't you need just 1, perhaps 2?
I don't know. It's because I guess multiple companies are technically... Even though that doesn't really make sense either, because... I mean, we saw with the old Star Wars comics, you didn't really need anywhere near as many people to actually read the plot of the comic before it became publicly available. And even though those obviously had multiple companies working on them. But also, I'm noticing some other job titles here that I haven't really seen, like the prep press or whatever that is for Jake Johnson. What the hell is that?
The fuck?
Or pre-press. That might actually be another person that had to read the plot of this. Let me see what is a pre-press. What does a...
Apparently it's for artwork quality.
So basically an editor for artwork.
I wonder, will this have the usual High Republic quality then? Or will it be better?
We'll see. But yeah, basically it is a dedicated editor for artwork, basically.
I want to see if this guy did his job.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, that will be most certainly obvious. So we've got, and also in terms of the artwork, we have a penciler, an ink guy, a color guy, and then a cover art guy. So 4 people right there. And then you have a digital art technician.
At least it is not different artists, like in the wedding.
Yeah. Star Wars The High Republic. The Republic is expanding. Bold explorations and exciting discoveries have connected previously unknown corners of the galaxy. Teams of brave Pathfinders work alongside courageous Jedi Knights to chart the mysterious worlds of the Outer Rim, establishing communications and offering aid to those who live there. But the remote corners of the galaxy also conceal great dangers. So, yeah, this is going to be part of the, again, High Republic timeline. So, and I love how they have to add Young Jedi Adventures and the Acolyte as part of that timeline, too. They're still... They are saddled with the Acolyte.
Hey, they made their fucking bed.
Mm-hmm. As well as, apparently, both... They're also saddled with the sequel... Well, they are still technically saddled with the sequel trilogy, though there's a good chance they might end up retconning that out of this continuity, so...
That will be good. Let's leave it at that.
Alright, so very first panel of artwork, and already... Would you say this is the pre-press doing his job correctly?
Did he do anything?
I don't know.
Because I am seeing one blue blob and what looks like a ship. In the first panel, just the first panel, because I am pretty sure that there are lines that we are missing everywhere.
Mm-hmm. It'd be kind of cool to know what the hell this thing in the background here is supposed to be. I will say this, at least the droid is covered in rust and all whatnot, and that is actually reasonably detailed in the second panel.
Yeah, but we reached the third and the quality goes down again.
Yeah.
Well, more or less normal for the High Republic then.
Yeah, we'll see if it gets any better or any worse. But already I'm kind of having doubts about this Jake Johnson. That is his name, right? Yes, it is. Yep. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll... you want to voice the droid or should I?
Yeah, I can voice the droid if you want. So...
Yes, EXO. No need to be in such a hurry. For all we know, this ship could have been drifting for months.
Beep, beep.
Keep it down. I know there were no life signs on the scanner, but something must have happened for a ship to be abandoned.
Let me say that this guy in the second panel looks old. You know, like a grizzly veteran.
Mm-hmm.
What happened in the next page?
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't look as old. Although at least in this case, the artwork seems to be more detailed. Though I am seeing some issues. Look at how flat that little panel. So the top panel, the little computer panel or whatever over the pipes. Look at how flat that is.
That is a sticker, my friend.
Yes, it is. This starship has been brought to you by Mattel.
I think Mattel will have some more quality than this.
What was that? This place is making me jumpy, Exo. Something feels off. I mean, anything could be waiting for us around the next corner. It's a Jedi. A dead Jedi. Gulp. Come on, Exo. I think this salvage operation is over. I need to make a call. A head call, more specifically.
Yeah. By the way, again, in the small panel there, the guy looks aged once more.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that we have seen a lot worse. So, for now, I give it a 4.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Karis.
New character. Do I voice him? I think it is him.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
do you?
I'll let you voice him since you only had the droid last.
Okay.
Karis, the Outer Rim.
That's it. It's all. Almost there. Keep watching, Anuda. And got it. Nice throw, Esal.
Alright, let's see. Oh, okay, I got this. Master Tamesh.
Yes, Anula? You seem flustered, Padawan.
It's the office of the Frontier Master. Dr. Bickel needs to speak with you aboard the Lightbringer urgently.
Then it seems training is over for today,
But you promised we could practice using the Force to leap off the rocks.
And what did I just see? Clearly, all you needed to overcome your hesitation was an urgent message to deliver.
You knew, didn't you? You knew I'd have to come get you.
Every day is a lesson, Nanola. And today's lesson is not about jumping off rocks. New character, do you want me or do you want her? I'm not sure.
I'm guessing that's a her, so I'll let you voice her.
Okay. Esa, isn't your pet master Tmes? She was supposed to help me check over the medical kits today. But she was in need of exercise, Harvey. It'll do her good. Did I keep Proctor Becker waiting? All is keeping him busy for you. Or save him.
Oh no, he's getting raided by 4chan.
Oh, well, we have lost everyone.
Force save him indeed at that point, if Pole of all groups is after him.
Well, I'd like to say it was fun while it lasted, but it wasn't.
Mm.
Well, let's see if this is...
The Lightbringer? Oh no, Lightbringer. Isn't that Lankar's ship? Oh dear.
This is getting better and better. Okay. And I was thinking about you need pink, or maybe blue. Which color suits a pilot more, do you think? Hello, Paul.
Who is this 4chan?
Oh wait, is this a different character or is...
Yeah, this is a different character.
Ah, sorry. You can have her? Again, I am not sure.
Him. Oh, no, I thought you were talking about the projection. Or holoprojector. No. She's the same character from earlier, so...
Ah, okay. Because I am not sure with the drawing on...
Or wait, no, you're right. Now I see. Yeah, she is a new character. Okay. You want to voice her too, then? Since we thought they were both the same?
Yeah, since I was doing... You can have the hologram guy.
Alright.
Oh, Master Temes, I'll leave it to you. Thank you, Paul. And pink is an excellent choice for a pilot. What the fuck? Okay. Forget it. Proctor, how can we be of service?
I fear it's bad news. We've received a transmission from the Jagoth system. A salvage merchant has stumbled across a drifting Jedi ship, and I'm afraid they've discovered the body of Master Atticus Kale aboard.
The body?
Indeed. The means of his death are unclear. As the nearest Pathfinders team in the region, the Jedi Council requests that you travel to Jagoth immediately to investigate.
Oh, Proctor, we understand. We shall make haste to the Jagoth system immediately.
Master Kale was an extremely powerful Jedi. What could have possibly killed him?
Also, by the way, this character is a dude, so sorry for trying to give him a chick's voice.
Okay.
But okay. No doubt something incredibly dangerous. A loose ratak, a rampaging Wookiee, a dark powers from the very depths of time.
I'll voice this character.
Yes, thank you, Harvey. Such speculation is unhelpful, but you are right to be concerned. We should all remain mindful. We could be walking into extreme danger.
I don't like... Oh, wait, that was...
Yeah, that was the master. But it was funny to hear you, so...
Alright. So I didn't... They didn't draw him with that stuff earlier. Oh, wait, except they did with these two panels here. Okay, I'm being silly.
Yeah, but you are also right, because there are some panels that don't have those... Are they tattoos or marks or whatever? There are details that sometimes they don't draw for some reason, and we have an editor for this.
Yes, at least they have eyes, though, and faces, which is much more than can be asked for in a lot of things High Republic adventures.
Well, you know, you are right, because I am looking at the eyes on the previous drawings, on the previous panels, and they are not as bad as the usual High Republic.
I mean, you look at page 11 and the middle left panel in the background, you can still see her mouth is open. You can still see her eyes a little bit, although it's not exactly the best detail, but at that distance, it becomes in the territory of reasonable.
I mean, at least she has a face instead of an emoticon.
Yes, if this was regular High Republic adventures, we'd just get a frowny face and two little black dots for eyes, if we're lucky.
Yeah, if they have a face at all.
So at least this is better drawn. Is it really good? Not really, but it's not terrible.
Again, it is better than most of the High Republic, but that is never saying much.
And so far, the writing hasn't completely crapped the bed, so...
No, but again, the pink part caught me off guard. I am sorry, but what kind of discussion is that?
Well, she was just talking about dyeing her outfit because... And I guess that's what he said, so, fine.
Yeah, but the only problem with that is that we are supposedly having an, well, not emergency, but urgent, and you are keeping someone occupied with colors. It's just me nitpicking.
Yeah.
Again, it is not the worst for now of the High Republic, so kudos to them.
Yep, alright. Well, let's go ahead and continue. Oh, sorry.
Okay, I think it is my characters. Yes. We are approaching the Jakoby system. We'll be dropping out of hyperspace any minute.
I don't like this. Oh, I don't think I read this line, so...
Oh, well, okay, go ahead.
Alright.
I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't like this, Master. Not at all. Something about the whole situation feels wrong.
Thank you, Paul. Ananula, trust your instincts and remain on your word. Above all, we must remember that we are here to help.
So I'm already seeing blank panels on the next page. So...
Well, for now it is one.
Mm-hmm. And the ship could certainly be better detailed on the top panel here, but...
Yes, at least this time it is not as bad as the last one, but...
Yeah.
I still remember the old comics we read, and holy shit, those ships had details upon details.
Indeed. Jagoth. Sorry.
I think it is my character, this green panel here. I am not sure.
Yep, I'm going to say that's you.
Okay. Talik, Morla, it's good to see you again. Yes, and you, X-32, you three are the best communications team in the sector.
I guess, which one of these two do you want to voice?
I can voice the girl if you want, because you already have a few of those.
Okay.
And I think it is the man that is talking. I am not sure.
All right. Talik and I would welcome you all to Jagoth, but I fear you won't feel particularly welcome when you hear the news. We won't? What's going on?
Master Atticus' saddle has been impounded.
The Jagothian authorities are refusing to release it.
And why is that?
I think we're about to find out.
From...
Halt! Yeah, I'll voice him. Halt!
Okay.
Greetings, people of the Republic. I am General Petro Arglaths of the Jagothian Dominion, and I bid you accompany me to our reception facility, where your case may be heard.
Your case?
Great way to make us feel welcome.
Come along, Padawan. We must accept our gracious offer. The gracious offer, our host, and smile. Oh, and Talik, Morla, you know what to do. Oh my god, that head.
Wait, what?
In the next page, the first panel, the
Yeah.
Marcus head.
Yeah, it's like they put him into a vice and squeezed or something.
Holy shit. Well, still not the worst, but holy fuck.
I can say this. This panel is questionable, definitely.
Oh, yeah. But again, we have seen far worse. Still, that was a surprise.
Yeah, and I'll say this: they still have the tattoos partially depicted on this.
Yeah, that is true. Why the fuck did they not draw them in those? Well, whatever.
Yeah.
By the way, didn't the droid have centaur bodies in the previous? Well, they might be different droids. But...
I think they are different droids. Yeah, because these are the droids with the guards. These are the guard droids here.
Okay. Then let's continue. You honor us with your time, General.
It is a rare thing to meet Jedi this far from the borders of your republic. Although I fear you will be disappointed. While we extend every sympathy for your loss, the vessel you're looking for has been impounded indefinitely, along with its contents.
And why is that?
Because it is evidence in the Jagoth Dominion's case against the unscrupulous salvage thief Philzon Bood.
But the vessel belongs to the Jedi, and we owe it to Master Kale to discover the truth about what happened to him.
I'm sorry. My hands are tied. I'm afraid you've had a wasted journey.
As a matter of respect, I request that you consider your decision. The Order will be most grateful for your understanding.
The Jagoth Dominion has no need of any rewards or favors you may offer, Master Jedi. The matter is settled. Now, if you would excuse me, I believe our business here is concluded.
The business of, welcome to our planet, now fuck off.
Yes, but I just want to ask, why don't say this in front of the ship so you can make sure that we fuck off?
Yeah, that's a really good question. They could have just said, alright, I'm gonna spare you the walk to my office. Here's why we're doing the thing we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, beyond simple courtesy, I think everyone in this galaxy knows that the Jedi are crafty little fucks. Why are you welcoming them inside? Make sure they leave.
Well,
Well, we can continue. Yeah, just making a comment.
yeah. Later. Do you think they're hiding something? Perhaps the Jagoth Dominion is responsible for Master Kale's death, and they don't want us to discover the truth.
It is possible, Nanula. We cannot rule anything out. I have a suspicion that the General is definitely up to something.
We hacked into the comms to see if we could figure out what was going on.
The transmission logs made for interesting listening.
Go on. The General is planning to keep the shuttle for himself. He's going to use it as a trophy. A way to remind his people that he got one over on the famous Jedi.
The story he gave you about the salvager is just cover. The man he mentioned, Philzon Bood, is on his payroll. Looks like Bood called it in against his master's wishes.
We're going to take it back, right? We have a mission to complete, and we owe it to Master Kale.
Oh yes, Enola. We are going to complete our mission. All we need is a plan. Oh, I can help you there. You see, I've already figured it out.
Alright.
But for now, I can say that these people, I don't hate them nearly as much or almost at all when compared with the old cast.
Correct!
So, I don't know about the art or anything else, but I am giving this one props for not making a cast that I want to kill.
Yeah, we might actually... It'll be interesting to see if this gets any better or not. We'll see.
Well, I think this is still the girl talking since she wasn't done. So
Yep.
General Arglas lives on one of those huge towers, looking down on everyone from his lofty apartments near the top. Master Kale's shuttle is being delivered to his private landing platform this very afternoon.
All you have to do is get inside and make it to the top of the tower without being noticed.
I think that is the Padawan that is talking.
Oh, and I suppose that's meant to be easy, Talik? We've all seen what you Jedi can do, Anula. Anyway, there's a turbo lift that takes you right to the 25th floor.
That's the general's floor. According to his channel, he should still be at his office, but security will be tight. Now, the general's chief aide, Septimolek, shall also be out on business. The logs show that he'll be across the city, seeing to a personal matter.
We've managed to get a hold of his access codes. You're going to have to use them to gain entrance to the general's apartment without causing alarm.
But don't worry, you won't have to be in this long. The apartment provides access to the private landing platform where they'll bring in the shuttle in.
Head straight out there and seal the doors behind you.
Then, what? You wait. The ship will land a short while later. When the pilot comes to hand it off, you pose as Septimo like a take position.
And then get the criff out of there before anyone realizes you've taken it back. At least the character that's swearing is not a Jedi as well, so.
Yeah, because I remember a time when they weren't swearing every other page.
Krawurxus says, "Hey man, love your SFO coverage. Thanks for the quality content. Thank you very much, man." Laughing Cavalier says, "All I can remember from the High Republic was the people walking into a lake to kill themselves to become one with the Force." Oh no!
Oh, yeah, it was a very special time, let's put it that way.
Yes, it was.
Because if I don't remember incorrectly, they were protecting those people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, dying before just allowing them to commit seppuku.
Mm-hmm.
So, I still don't understand that comic at all.
I don't think any of us do, so. Here he comes. It's gone surprisingly well so far. I like how they actually explain the plan while they're doing it. It cuts out the padding basically and gets right to the stuff that's interesting.
Yeah, and this time at least they have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because I still remember when things happened, because plot armor.
Yes.
Well, let's see if it works. That is what I want to see. I don't believe in fate, Anula, but please refrain from testing it all the same. Greeting on this most fortuitous day.
And you are?
I am Septimolek, an aide of General Arglas. I am here to receive the shuttle on his behalf.
Septimolek? I think not. And why is that? Because I am Septimolek.
Well, at least this was funny, okay?
Yeah.
Funny.
I spoke too soon. Yes, you did.
Well, one joke in this miniseries compared to all the others in the High Republic, and this lands. Kudos again.
Yeah. And another thing that lands, I will say this for the next panel on the artwork. At least they're showing the effects of the lightsaber blocking the blaster bolts, because you see the little bits there. That's a neat little detail, which we never got anything like that in Old High Republic. I will say the artwork for the droids isn't exactly the best, nor their blasters, even up close, but...
Well, again, it is not the worst. It has its moments. The first panel in this page, the droids don't look half bad.
Yep.
Then the quality goes all over the place.
Yeah. At least, though, there is an very distinct uptick in the quality.
Yeah, I mean, when it is good, it is okay. And when it is bad, it is not horrible most of the time. So
yeah. This is definitely on the high end of High Republic comics so far. Yes. Looks like the game's up, Master.
If only it were a game, Padawan.
Stop them now.
We'll be taking our ship back now, Mr. Leck.
No, you won't.
Violence is rarely the answer. Aye.
Woo! We did it, Master. You'll pay for this, Jedi.
We did indeed, Padawan.
So now we actually have someone getting the little eye dot treatment, but at least it's so far away that it's kind of forgivable.
I mean, at least this time you have the excuse that you are going away at top speed and you are not looking behind, so to speak. If you want to sell it that way, I can buy it. At least it is not every page.
Yes.
One face turns into a emoticon.
And while we're at it also, the other thing to keep in mind, the dialogue is very short too in this panel. You're not having to sit there for 30 seconds reading an active leftist meme of a text. And
Thank God for that.
while you notice the artwork, all the shitty lack of details in the artwork. So, like we got with some other High Republic stuff, so...
Yeah. Again, for now, this comic is not horrible. Not good, but not bad. Now our mission truly begins.
So this, I am actually wondering, why the hell did they leave the body on the ship?
You know what? I don't fucking know.
There we have a plot hole. Is the general just a random creep that wanted the cadaver?
I mean, I was going to say maybe he wants the body as a trophy or something, but if that was the case, I would have put it on something to preserve it. You know, if you want to be that morbid. But it is on the fucking ground where it was found.
It's on the ground where it was found. Noah, and you would assume that it would have taken them some time to travel. Why it wasn't put into a morgue or something. Why... And the fact that he didn't even offer to give the body up as well. Was it just a package deal that because he got to keep the ship, he got to keep the dead body too?
Look, it is my ship. It is my dead body.
I stole the ship fair and square. I get the dead body included.
The body is loot. Look, let's give it to this guy. At least this is the first plot hole in the whole comic. We haven't gotten to page 1 and there were 3, like some of the other comics.
And at least maybe there's an explanation. Maybe the general was in on it all along. That is something they brought up, so that could explain it too.
Perhaps, or Perhaps the body is not a body and it is still alive. Who knows? Well, let's continue and let's see if there is an explanation or something.
Yeah.
The circumstances of Master X's death are troubling. Not he's dead.
More troubling than the fact he was found drifting alone in a shuttle on the edge of the Outer Rim?
Unfortunately, yes. Something damaged his eardrums. Something? If I had to guess, I'd say there was something that targeted his air canal and nasal septum. Both eardrums were violently burst, perhaps by a weapon of some sort.
Like a sonic weapon?
I don't know. It is possible. The cause of death isn't clear. With your agreement, I'll take the shuttle back to Coruscant, where I can carry out further tests. Of course. I am sorry, Master Kale, for whatever you suffered. Be at peace now in the Force. There is something else. His lightsaber is missing.
Suggesting that whoever killed him took it when they left. And there's no doubt this couldn't have been an accident. Someone murdered Master Kale. Well, it could have been the scavenger took it. Could have been the guys that impounded it went, ooh, a lightsaber, yoink!
I mean, they took a fucking body. Why not the lightsaber too?
But it could have been a murder. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, unless, and I don't think there is, unless there is a creature in Star Wars that uses sonic weapons with their body or something, the only thing that comes to mind is a proper sonic weapon.
Well, I'm pretty sure the Trandoshans use them. Well, or no, the Geonosians. Sorry, the Geonosians use them. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, the Geonosians use them. Technically, in Battlefront 2, the Imperial officers used them as well, so they ended up becoming a piece of equipment for the Empire generally, so...
There might be more lore, but I don't think we have many more pages left, so...
Alright.
Well, let's continue and see
Yeah.
if we find something else.
Crash.
What was that? It looks like an X-messenger droid.
An X-droid? Must be way off course to crash to us out here.
Tavik, Marla, are you seeing this?
We've seen it. We're bringing it aboard now. But you should know, we have another problem.
We're on our way over. What's going on, Marla?
It's the long-range comms, Master Temes. They've gone down. We can't reach anyone in the immediate region. None of the other comms, the other comms teams are responding. None at all.
And you think the arrival of this X-droid is linked to this? Give me just a moment.
All I know is that something is very wrong.
The droid is damaged, but its memory is still intact, and it looks like it has sent us an emergency message. Now we have a murder to solve and a comms team to save.
May the Force be with us. We are going to need it.
To be continued. And there's a couple of other panels.
Okay.
Shields in the Star Wars... Well, an actual physical shield in the Star Wars universe, but probably with means to combat lightsabers or stuff.
It might have a little force field on each side, but it is a strange design.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool, but if the big question is whether or not it works in the universe, so...
If they do show it in the next page, in the next issue, we'll see. But as I was going to say, it was 26, 25, or well, 24 more or less pages, and
Yep.
I didn't suffer as much as I thought I would. It was an okay comic.
Yeah, and I will say this, for what it's worth, the one plot hole we found may be a plot hole, may not be a plot hole. It depends on whether or not they actually explain it. And there's plenty of ways they could actually potentially rationalize it. The guy died under suspicious circumstances. Assuming if they want to keep it quiet and under the radar, they probably wouldn't want to bring it to the body to a coroner's office or something.
Yeah, but to be perfectly honest and clear, if this was some kind of plan, at least I will have put the body somewhere else.
Yeah. On the other hand, yeah, maybe they thought that this happened quick enough that they didn't, or found quick enough that they didn't have time to actually dispose the body in a way that would, you know.
I mean, being generous, they said that this guy, the one that found it at the start of the story, probably messaged the Jedi Council more or less at the same time as he would have told his boss. So perhaps, yes, they didn't have time. Still a bit of a stretch because, you know, I am not exactly a murderer, but I will have hit the body.
Yeah. On the other hand, it could be that it could be some other reason too. Like, let's say this cosmic horror from beyond space is some sort of deity for the planet or something, and they want to hide its existence or something. Not really a murder, but if you found out, oh shit, that's what killed him.
I mean, I don't see why not. We have seen where they're shit in Star Wars.
Yeah, so it could. There are ways this could technically be made to work so far. I'm not even sure it is silly in this first issue, but if they actually manage to explain it, then hell, they actually managed to explain it. We'll see.
Yeah, and again, compared to almost everything else, except very few issues from the High Republic, this was not bad. This was not horrible. So I am willing to give this guy a pass for now. We'll see in the next issues.
Mm-hmm. Did the Gungans have some sort of shield in the prequels? Yes, they did have hand-portable shields, which did have basically some sort of, if I remember correctly, they had basically the outer shell of it was a physical material that they used to connect the shield together, more or less, because of how Gungan technology works. But yeah, they did have them. So, fair play there.
And energy shields have been part of the Star Wars lore for a long time. Although I remember that by the time that the movies happened, the original trilogy, that technology was more or less not lost, but barely used.
Mm.
Still very weird to see a golden shield at the end here, but it is cool.
So yeah, overall, this is not that bad. This is definitely on the higher end of High Republic comics so far. Is it a great comic? Not really, but at least it has intrigue there, and actual intrigue there, and a story that has the potential to go places. At least the artwork isn't completely terrible, like most things High Republic. So
it flip-flops a lot, but it is okay most of the time.
So yeah, I'm gonna say this is one of the better issues of High Republic by far.
If it wasn't, believe us, we will have told you.
One comment here says High Republic, like from the COVID era, what a throwback. Except, yeah, but it's also a brand new series. And apparently the next issue's coming out this month. So this actually has potential, I will say. This one actually has potential. Whether or not potential will be realized or not, who knows. But
for now, I think it is telling that we haven't been here for an hour and a half telling jokes and going on tangents because the comic could be read. It was even enjoyable at times. There were some stupid parts. There was one joke that made us laugh.
Yep.
So, all in all, this one, it gets a pass.
So far, it does get a pass, yes. So, yeah, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Not really, other than please, the Jake Johnson do a better job, so the art is better.
Yep, although, to be fair, it is a massive improvement over what we've already had in most things High Republic.
Yes, that is true. That is true. We have seen one emoticon face, and this was excused. So,
Yeah.
kudos.
Alright, so I think this is the perfect time to go ahead and call it. So yeah, this has been Ace.
And this has been Uros.
Thank you for being on.
Whenever you need me, man.
And we both hope to see you all again soon. Until then, take care. Ace out.